Tony Spell, this news might be old to you, but I just wanted to give my input on this. And it's getting to me that the fact that people are so passive when it comes to people saying that, no, he's a pastor, you shouldn't be doing this. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but our men are not called to be passive. As a Christian man, if somebody has to attack my house, my family, I would stand in the gap for them and I would do the same. Now, I'm not saying I'm condoning violence here, but the fact that there are men and especially passive people saying, oh, he's a pastor, you should not be doing that. I'm sorry. Think about it. David, when he was a shepherd boy, what did he do? He wrote a psalm as a king, and he wrote Psalms 23, and he says, with your rod and staff, you comfort me. What does it mean, rod and staff? I mean, a staff it was a round thing that will go around the neck of a sheep. So if that sheep went astray, he would grab him by the neck and say, you're going the wrong way. Let me help you right. And with the rod, he beat the living daylights out of any animal or enemy that wanted to come and attack his sheep. My friends, I'm telling you this with love. And I'm actually going to tell you from the places where it talks about people that were mocked and people were attacking not them personally, but their identity, their household, their God. For instance, Elijah and the prophets of Baal, 1 Kings 18 verse 20. You know what happened was these people from Baal actually mocked Elijah and his God. What did Elijah do? He proved a point by setting fire to water. And then after that, he gathered those people, all of those prophets, and he killed them. He killed them. Then you've got the story of David and Goliath, which is found in 1 Samuel 17. This little shepherd boy comes to the battleground and he says, what's happening here? And he says to the Goliath, you come and defile my people, my God, and I will stand in the gap. And because you've done this, God will deliver you into my hands. What does he do? Not only strikes him on the head and kills Goliath, but he takes a sword and he chops his head off. Now, this is where the passage of putting on the full armor of God comes in. A lot of people put the full armor of God in and they're passive. They think that they need to stay on their offense. I'm sorry, but you got a sword too, to defend, to attack and say, whoa, this is not the way it's supposed to be. Jesus, if you want to talk about, this was all in the Old Testament, let's go to the guy that actually we were supposed to follow. Jesus goes into the temple grounds where people were buying and trading animals in the house of God. He's so furious. He forms a whip and drives out all of the animals and flips the tables and shatters coins and everything like that all over the place. And he says, you are making a mockery out of the house of God. He stands in the gap for what he believes in. But this is the part. He removes himself from this anger and he says, you know what, you can do whatever you want to with me. But don't you dare attack my family, my God, which is his father. If something had to happen to me and my family, you can do anything to me. It's okay. But you do not dare attack my family. I would do the same as Tony did with his family, for his family. What I'm saying is I'm not condoning what he did, but I would do the same. You don't go and be a passive Christian and say, it's okay, we'll do this in love. No. That is not how it works. You need to stand up for your family. Men, we need to start getting ready because there is a big fight coming. I really, really am that serious because I don't think we need to be passive anymore. We need to rise up and be on God. Doesn't mean we need to go and attack everything that we see. We need to be on God and stand in the gap for those people that cannot fight for themselves.